So that is my plight. I mean, my idea of coming on these platforms and getting this awareness is, guys, become aware. Come on, wake up. Smell the coffee, man. Wake up. It's never too late. Before you leave your physical body, come to some level of spiritual consciousness. Come somewhere. Otherwise, you'll be going on and on and on with this till you finally feel, yes, I have to reach there. That is my basic idea of actually coming and addressing on most platforms nowadays. Okay.
Thank
Any
you. There are a
questions?
lot of questions actually coming up in
Yeah,
the
please, I would love to talk.
yes, but before we go to the question, I have one more question before we actually go to the audience question. First and foremost, what you have explained wonderfully. One more example, like we need to accept first that I get angry. That was a wonderful example. I get sad, then only I can change myself. So moving ahead, there is a very interesting topic, but maybe again we are not aware of. We would like to know something about what you do, what is your basic work in automatic writing.
Hmm. Automatic writing is in short form called auto writing. Auto writing is basically you connect with the soul who was passed over. Now, people like me are called mediums because we have been able to connect with that soul and understand the language. See, they don't talk because they don't have a body. They don't talk like you and me. They communicate. Now, there's a difference between talking and communicating. You can communicate with your body language. I can just sit there like this and I'll just look at you like that. So obviously you will think, oh no, she's not in the mood to talk. She's angry about something. This is my body language. I'm going to sit like this. Cha, karo. So I've communicated that I don't want to talk, right? So this is a communication without speaking. Silence speaks a lot. So they communicate. First and foremost, let's get that thing clear that they don't talk, they communicate. Now, basically, auto writing is done for a closure. Closure for the souls and closure for people here. Like sometimes people suicidal deaths होते हैं, sometimes accidental deaths होते हैं, sometimes suddenly cardiac arrest, and you don't get to say your byes and all to people, your own people. So then there is no closure. People, it becomes difficult for people here to uh, cope up with that pain, that loss. And so also the soul needs to move on because here so much of crying, weeping, and missing the person so much keeps pulling that energy down. So the soul cannot exit from the earth space. It has to move on. जैसे आत्मा को गति मिलनी चाहिए बोलते हैं, तो आत्मा को गति मिलनी चाहिए. So that's basically done for a closure. Now, me as a medium, I connect with those souls and I can only tell you whatever the soul is communicating to me. Beyond that, I can't say anything. Now, a lot of people, one thing I must tell you that you have to remember if you do come for auto writing or go for auto writing to anybody, you have to remember that the souls are not astrologers. They don't do predictions. They're not gods. These two things you have to remember. And then people ask, do you know what used to call me when I was a small child or something? I will not because that is difficult to communicate. I don't get the word. How will that person communicate if he called that child sweetie? How is that sweetie going to be communicated? Okay. So that is a little bit of that handicap there, but there is definitely a closure. And it's a very overwhelming process. You can actually feel the energy of your person around over there. Then they give their own validations also. ये भी लोगों को लगता है कि how do I know I'm connecting to the same soul? They give their validations. There are various ways of giving validations. हर soul का अलग अलग है to give validation. So they give their validations also. So this is how usually basically the whole idea is like there's a lot of guilt for the soul and people here. Then the goodbyes are not said. Then there is forgiveness kind of a thing that they want to. Basically, these are the kind of things that happen in an auto writing session. But it's a wonderful session. And one more advice I would like to give you all. There are a lot of women on this platform. If you all have aborted, I'm not talking about miscarriage, but if there are abortions, if you've done an abortion, you must do an auto writing, because the soul, you have taken that life away. That soul which wanted to come in your womb, you have aborted that life. So we need to release that soul. उसका असर अपने लाइफ पे कहीं ना कहीं पड़ता है अगर वो रिलीज नहीं होता है. So this is just a tip that I'm trying to give you all. If that has happened, then you should release that soul. Okay, and I would advise henceforth, don't abort. That's not done. Yeah. Okay, so that's about auto writing.
Thank you for the
Good, thank
advice.
you so much.
I think we have so many questions.
Coming
Radama
out.
can-
Great. So we have, thank you so much for your questions. Please keep them coming. We are going to take up the audience questions now. One question, Smita ma'am, is how to cancel thoughts during meditation?
That's not possible to do. Don't even try to do that. If you have a mind, your thoughts will come. Your thoughts only stop if you're in coma. So you can't do that. So for beginners, people who are beginners, they should do some kind of an active meditation, like a chant. For example, a chakra dhyana, you have to do the chanting of the mantras there. Yeah. Or do a havan, or do a jap, where your mind is involved in doing something. Thoughts slowing down can happen. Gaps between two thoughts, increasing of the gaps can happen, but then it's a later stage of meditation. So if you're a beginner, don't even bother to do that. So you do active meditation, which I advise people to do.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that answer. There's another question. Can we cure mental illness through spirituality?
Yes, of course. 100%. Because 7 chakras in our body are connected to 7 centers of your brain. They're connected to 7 endocrine glands. So much of physical thing is taken care of. So mental illnesses also can be cured with chakras, with chakra balancing.
Great. Thank you so much. We have an MBA student who is asking, what are the ways or practices so that youth can transform normal life to spiritual?
That's nice. For youth, actually should start at this age now. Whatever way you want, you could do social work, like our Maitri Bodh Parivar, where I'm connected to Maitri Dadashiji. We have a youth wing. It's called YGPT, Youth for Global Peace and Transformation. Okay, so what you do, they may not like to do meditation and all these things. That is not meant for youth, but you can do social service. Now these youth go planting plants, they go clean the chopati, they go to old age homes, they organize medical camps. So this is how they do. So when you serve people also, seva bhav jisko bolte, when you serve people also, there is something that happens inside you. There's some transformation that takes place. So start with that. You may not be interested in doing any prayer and all that. That's understandable. But do these things, like today, prayer for Mother Earth. That's a very, very thing which youth love to do nowadays. We have these prayers for Mother Earth and all that stuff. So start with that. Start with that. Bring awareness as to don't litter. Bring that awareness to people. Do these awareness kind of things on Facebook and all. So many things can happen nowadays. So start with that. It's fine if you start with that. You don't have to actually pray. There are lots of other ways where you can reach out to people. Your heart has to flower. So you can do that.
Thank you. We have a couple of more questions. I can request, if you are there right now, you can please put on your video and ask the questions directly.
Right.
This is a very wonderful opportunity. Yes, you can use it, please. You can unmute yourself, come on video and ask ma'am the questions yourself.
Yeah, that will be nice actually. I would like to see the faces who's asking me.
If you're unable to unmute yourself, you can raise your hand or put it in the chat box. We will do that. Unable to
Unable to
unmute. Kritika Ahuja, can we unmute her, please? Kritika Ahuja. If you can come on video, Kritika. Hi, Kritika, can you come on video? Yeah, yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, she's unmuted. Yeah.
unmute.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, hi.
This is
Where are
Kritika
you?
Ahuja from, yeah, I'm here. Can you see me
Yeah.
now?
Yeah. Yes, now I can see.
Okay, I'm from Kolkata. So my question is, how can we differ the negative and the positive aura during the meditation? Because negative thoughts also come across during meditation. And my second question is, how can we balance the heart chakra apart from meditation?
The heart chakra cannot be balanced apart from meditation. Heart chakra cannot be balanced. That needs chakra correction or chakra meditation fully. When your heart chakra, you can't only work on the heart chakra. It's all connected to each other.
Okay.
Yeah. And these negative and positive thoughts, both the thoughts will come in your mind. So thoughts will come, whether they're positive or negative.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's why I said in the earlier answer that I give, I would request you all, if you're a beginner, that to do some kind of an active meditation and not just like a breath watch or something where your thoughts will keep on coming and disturbing you. Because that's not possible for a beginner to do. So start with some kind of an active meditation. जैसे चतुर्धान है, ओम का उच्चारण है, या इस तरह का, या जाप करो, मंत्र जाप करो, which is loud, which you speak out that way.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you, ma'am.
Yeah. Good evening, ma'am. This is Madhura Fadke. I have two questions. Do we have time for two questions? Is that
Yes,
okay?
please.
Yeah. Okay. My first question is, I've always heard there are different kinds of meditation, not meditation per se as what falls under the category of meditation. So I have never been able to meditate. The moment I close my eyes, I think of so many other things. But when I'm a teacher at heart, so when I start teaching in the class, I don't think of anything else. So there was a consolation saying that, oh, that is your meditation, you need not worry
That is
about
right.
it. So how true is it? That's my
That is
first
true.
question.
Absolutely. That is absolutely true. Like being in the present, like a dancer, a singer, they get so involved, the painter, they are so involved and there's so much in that moment. That is a meditative moment. So if you actually reach that stage and if you're saying what you're saying is true for you, that is meditation.
Okay, so I need not feel guilty about it that I cannot meditate the usual way as it is done. That is one. And the second question, you may like it or you may not like it, but I've heard about this auto writing so many years ago also. And somehow I found it very eerie that time. Whoever told me, my father had just passed away, and it all happened suddenly. We came to know he's suffering from cancer, and within 4 months he was gone. And so somebody suggested, so as you said, but nobody told me that you can get a closure by doing it. But still I find it little eerie, talking to the souls and communicating with the souls. So can you throw some light on it? Thank you
It
so
is
much.
not at all eerie. It is not at all eerie, Madhura. Not at all. In fact, you should be scared of human beings and not of souls. And he's your own person, your own father. How can you be scared of him? That's absolutely not true. Absolutely not true. That you to be that it's eerie feeling. It's all shown in films. फिल्मों में दिखाते हैं, and the फिल्मों में they make it eerie just for effect, and that effect stays with us. It is not eerie at all. It is just like the way you and I are talking nowadays. I do on Zoom. So it's just the way you and I are talking just now. There's nothing to be scared of souls for sure. उनके पास कुछ है ही नहीं. It's just energy. They don't have a body. They don't have a mind. They don't have anything. Be scared of human beings around you. So it's not eerie at all.
Thank you. can we have the next question? Anyone else?
Yeah, I would like to. Good
Yeah.
evening, ma'am. All of you, good evening. I am Ashwini Thatte. I would like to ask one question relating to auto writing. Do you hypnotize a patient, a person, and then you connect it with the soul? Then how it is the process? Because I have read some books who the psychiatrists have written. Yeah, and yes, and they connect through hypnotism and all that. So, do you follow the same process or any other alternative? Thank you, ma'am.
No. This is not hypnosis at all.
Okay.
Past life hypnosis is another process completely.
Yes.
In auto writing, there is no hypnosis. No hypnotism is not allowed, but no hypnosis also in auto writing at all. Not at all. It is just the connect that I'm blessed by my master. Prabhuji had just touched me over here and he said, go do it. And I've been doing it for the past 25 years at least minimum. So it is not hypnosis at all. Who do I hypnotize? I have to talk to the soul. By hypnotizing you, who's sitting here in front of me and wants to talk to the soul, what difference does it make whether you're hypnotized or not hypnotized? Because I have to talk to the soul. I have to communicate with the soul, right?
Yes.
So who do I hypnotize? I can't hypnotize the soul because that's energy. So there is no hypnosis at all in this, at all.
Thank you.
Yeah, good question. Anybody else?
Good evening, ma'am. I'm Reena Patil. Hope you are able to hear me. I would like to know how to create interest in a 10-year-old cause for meditation.
10-year-old children are too small to understand that. But if you make them like, we have a lot of prayers, evening prayers we have. For food we pray. Make them do the Mother Earth prayer. So inculcate these sanskar. We say these are sanskar. You're a Maharashtrian, I can tell you. मराठीमध्ये आपण म्हणतो संस्कार घडवावे लागतात मुलांना. तसे संस्कार त्यांच्यावर घडवले पाहिजेत. You know, like pray, touch the elders' feet, pray before you leave the house, ask the God or whoever you pray to be with you. You know, these kind of things you have to inculcate in children. For such tiny children, you can't actually make them really be spiritual and all that. It's difficult at that age. So dhire dhire then they develop that liking towards it and automatically they will get into it. Values is very important.
As you said earlier, we should not force it on them. They will see us and on their own they will learn and it will become their second nature.
Yes. Yeah.
Because topic different.
Yeah.
Any more questions?
Yeah.
We have any more questions?
Yeah, hi. Good evening. Namaste, Smita ji.
Yeah, namaste. Hi.
Manjushri here. So I had this question because I'm intrigued when you're saying through auto writing and
Yes,
you explained that it's communication. I'm really intrigued. How does that get translated? So when you are getting a communication, there's an echo.
It's fine now. It's fine.
That's okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you are getting you're getting a communication or a message, मला ते त्यातून that shift ते कळलं नाही. How does that get translated into words that you write? I'm intrigued. I'm curious. I'm asking.
That's why we are called mediums. That's why we are called mediums. We can decode that. Whatever they're communicating, I can decode it and then I can make into words and tell you that this is what is the thing that I'm getting.
Okay,
That's
so
why-
it's almost
that's
like
why
you've
we-
learned the language, or kind of you know the language that
I don't know how to do it. I don't know whether I can say it in so many words that I've learned the language. It's not a different language. It's very difficult to make you understand how it happens. You have to experience it to understand how it happens.
Okay. And can anybody
So-
do it? Is it like no? So how does it happen? So
So as I told you with my master, with my master, he just touched me here and then He said, you go do it. And it took me a long time sitting and, sort of understanding and getting through that media. At one point in time, I'd given up. I said, I can't do it. Mere se nahi ho raha. So he said, no, you have to. Probably he could see what was in store for me in future. So when he said, no, you have to do it, then I sat again with it. And that one moment, I just could hear the communication. I just could hear something.
Wow. Wow.
So, and if anybody wants to learn, you have to really undergo a lot of energy processes, because to understand that energy, any other soul can come into you and you will not know. You should be able to discern the energy.
True.
So I would not advise just anyone to do it.
I would also like you to throw a little light on EFT, because very little is known about EFT and how it really works. It's very interesting. So I'd like to know your take on it. And
actually, EFT is there on YouTube also.
I know.
It is just those pressure points that you go touching all these pressure points and you keep on saying affirmations, and something shifts inside you. So emotional freedom techniques, they're called. So these are all your nerve endings, those pressure points. All these are all pressure points. So when you tap on them, tapping on them just releases something. And then you keep on saying, no, this is like, you keep on saying those affirmations, and then you go on to it. You come to the core of the issue. So it's very interesting. You can see it on YouTube. There are lots of them out there. Videos are there on YouTube on EFT.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Means questions will keep on coming and coming and coming. And I am just waiting to ask you something, which is, sorry, please don't mind if I'm asking this question, but I would like to, Smita ma'am, ask this question to you. Like, it happens that we keep on having problems, we keep on having troubles, we go to the doctor, we go to the psychiatrist even. But when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to meditation, we expect it to come to us for free. So the big question comes that why people have to charge when they're serving with these concepts or this kind of work. So can you throw us some light if this kind of questions come up?
I'm very happy you asked this question, because lots of people expect anything to be done free. Why do you charge? A lot of people have asked me also, why do you charge? So one thing is there, what is not spiritual in life? First thing you answer. Whatever you're doing, what is not spiritual in life? You sing, it is spirituality. You cook is spirituality. Everything you do in life is spiritual. It's only because you don't know. So tomorrow if the doctors say that I'm not going to charge because I'm doing spiritual work, will that work?
Wow.
No. Whatever you are doing, whatever work you're doing, you're a doctor, you're a professor, you're a teacher, if you say this is spiritual work, please don't charge me, Sarvari. It's spiritual work. How will the economy work? So why only when it is a specialization about thinking about goodness, wellness, God, divine. So when it's a specialization, it has to be given free. What logic is that? Secondly, this is an energy exchange. I don't say that this is the cost of the services that I give. It's an energy exchange. I give in a lot of energy for whatever services I'm doing. And I am giving my time. I'm giving everything to you. How do I just not take an energy exchange from you? Second, third, most important point is, please do not take spirituality as an expense. Please understand that spirituality is an investment. Just the way you invest in houses, cars, in everything, land, property, shares, you invest. And all these investments that you do will remain here when you leave your physical body. The only investment that will go with you over lifetimes is the nurturing of your soul, जिसके ऊपर आपका ध्यान ही नहीं जाता है. People who come to me for all these services, when I scan them, their souls look so emaciated. They look so undernourished. They have very healthy bodies and rich people, but souls are so undernourished. And that is what you're going to take with you. That's the only thing that you're going to take with you. Undernourished soul. So why can't we invest in something like this? Why do we have to pull up? I mean, the amount of money I have invested in so many processes and these things, I've gone abroad, I've gone to Europe, I've gone to America, just to get these whatever modalities that I've learned. For me, it's, of course, you'll call me mad. It's chalo, mera junoon alag hai. But every time, even for y'all, for every human being, why? Oh my God, this is expensive. Oh my God. No, it's not expensive. Today, people spend lakhs and lakhs of money on Botoxes and pulling this and cutting that and doing that. I mean, what kind of money we spend on? Why we spend money on your handbags? 1.5 lakh ka handbag aapko money spend karte hain uske upar. The Louis Vuittons and the Jimmy Choos and all, whatever you want to buy, the branded bags. That time you don't think of anything. We buy heirloom saris. We don't think all that is going to remain here, unfortunately. That investment is useless, wasted, gone. I'm not saying don't invest, please, don't misunderstand me. We do need to lead a good life. We do need to enjoy ourselves. You do need to invest a little bit for your old age, for your children, of course. But at the same time, you also need to invest in yourself and your soul, or no? So, come on. I mean, this has to be told to people. That is my sorrow. I have to get these people into awareness of these things, which is your core, which is your existence, which is your astitva, which is you, your being. कुछ भी नहीं उसके बारे में आप लोगों को किसी को. What do we do? I don't know.
But thank you. I think that was a very candid feedback. Thank you so much. We have many more questions. I think there is the phone number which has been shared. Maybe I can request to share it again. And you can connect back for any personal questions on that number as well. Maybe
it's there on my website also, in case you all miss out on. It's there on my website also. Great. You can check my videos also. You learn a lot from there also. Free mein.
So there's the number and website on your screen right now. Please make a note of it. And if you have any questions on the different programs that Smita ma'am does and how you can get in touch with her, please connect to that number. And on that note, if there are any questions, please feel free to send them to us or onto that number. We are sure all your questions will get answered. If not now, because there is a paucity of time. But all the comments that I can share with you, Smita ma'am, it's been refreshing. People are thanking you profusely for the examples that you've given and for all the wonderful things that you have shared. Thank you once again.
Thank you
so much for being here.
Thank you.
And although we would have loved to actually meet you in person, but because we are unable to meet you in person, I have one request on behalf of all of us here. May I request you to please accept this small token of gratitude?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your insights with us, with the entire audience.
Thank you so much.
Any last words, ma'am, you would like to share for all of us here at Alpha? We have people from all across the country. We have KMK, that's a college that has collaborated with us. We have parents, we have MBA students, everybody. Any last words for all of us?
My last thing is only this one thing. Before you leave your physical body, please feed your soul. Don't leave as an undernourished soul. In whichever way, you don't have to come to me. Jo bhi, whatever suits you, whatever you like, but feed your soul before you leave your physical body. And I've got these 2 books which you can read. One is called Before Tomorrow. And it's written there, the tagline is Tomorrow is a Myth. So please, whatever you're doing, start it before tomorrow. That's like start now. And the other one is called In Everness. So these are 2 books. They're on Amazon. So you all can read those 2 books also, from where you will get some more knowledge or whatever about spirituality. But start your journey. Start. You'll be always smiling and you'll be always very happy. I'm telling you, honestly, it is fun. It is more fun than being in unawareness. That much I can tell you for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. On behalf of Kundani College of Pharmacy, thank you so much. And thank you, Alpha School of Life Sciences. Thank you, Rama. Thank you, Sarbari, for
Thank
allowing
you.
us to collaborate with you and extend this talk to our parents and students and the society. Thank you
Thank
for
you
a
so
great
much.
session, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alpha School of Life Skills.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.